Alright, ready?
Yeah.
3, 2, 1.
Welcome to the first year Unfiltered podcast.
I'm Winnie.
I'm Laci.
I'm Emma.
And I'm Marin, and today we are discussing roommate horror stories. So,
Whoa.
so I have 3 stories to share with you guys today. So, let's just get started. Alright, so this first story is called The Closet Criminal. Alright.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My sophomore year of college, I thought I finally figured out the secret to roommate success. Don't live with your best friend. The year before, I had lived with one, and it almost nuked the friendship. So I chose a girl that we had a surface level friendship with. We'd worked out together, gone to a few parties. She seemed chill, fun, and normal. For the first couple months, everything was fine. No drama, no tension. And then, the disappearances started. At first, it was small things. A t-shirt here, a cami there, and but I'm someone who loves clothes. I spend all my money on them. I literally won best dressed in high school, like it was an Olympic sport. So, when my favorite concert tees started vanishing, when a pair of my jeans suddenly wasn't where I left them, I was irritated. But when my $120 Lululemon leggings went missing, I entered full investigation mode.
That's crazy.
I actually went to my RAs like, I think someone is breaking into my room or raiding my laundry. I was so convinced that some phantom thief was after my wardrobe. And then one day, the phantom thief walked right into my room wearing my outfit, like it was nothing. She'd stroll onto campus in my shirts, wear my sports bras to the gym. I'd see her in the dining hall wearing pieces I'd been tearing my room apart looking for. I confronted her, obviously, and she hit me with, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know. They must have ended up in my laundry basket." And I'm sitting there thinking, how did my leggings teleport on your side of the room? Why did my Metallica tee end up inside your hamper? Does gravity just pull my clothes toward you? But she seemed sincere enough, and I didn't want drama, so I let it go. But I shouldn't have. Because she kept doing it, over and over. No asking, no heads up, not even a, "Hey, I'm stealing your clothes again." I explained to her, nicely, repeatedly, how important my clothes were to me. I basically begged, just ask, just let me know. She didn't. Then came the day she crossed the line that cannot be uncrossed. I was behind on laundry and washed all my underwear because I had like 1 pair left. I remember putting them away, clearly. Especially the 1 pair that got tangled in the dryer sheet. I had to peel it off before putting it in my underwear drawer. The next morning, she left to get a tattoo on her hip. That afternoon, I'm on Snapchat scrolling, and there it is, her new tattoo. Her pants pulled slightly down so you could see it, and peeking out above the waistband of her jeans were my underwear.
That's disgusting.
The exact pair that was caught in the dryer sheet. She didn't just accidentally pick up my laundry, she went into my underwear drawer. Something inside me snapped in that moment, and I absolutely lost it. I stormed into our room and went through her drawers, and buried inside a disturbing amount of my things, clothes I hadn't seen in months, multiple pairs of my underwear. At that point, we were only a few weeks away from the school year ending, and I couldn't move out. So I did the next best thing. I moved every single article of clothing I owned into my friend's apartment, like I was smuggling priceless artifacts out of a collapsing museum. Year ended, I thought I could move on. A few months later, she posted a selfie on Instagram, wearing one of my t-shirts. That was it, blocked, deleted from my life, and I have never, not once, spoken to her again.
That's crazy.
That's insane.
Who in their right mind?
I would lose if someone went through my drawers.
So like, how do you do that? Like,
Oh,
Her underwear.
the underwear is like
that's
insane.
that gets
the
me.
sports bras and the underwear. Like
Yeah.
I can understand like borrowing someone's shirt or their
Yeah.
jeans.
I can't understand that without asking.
Without
Well,
asking.
yeah, without
saying
asking, it's
anything.
crazy.
Yeah.
But like I would borrow my friends' shirts and stuff.
Oh yeah.
I would never wear their bras with their underwear.
Yeah,
so
that's
weird.
like, I don't know, just the asking bit. Like, okay, you should ask to borrow clothes.
Especially since you
but-
literally said
It's
just
like
ask me
ask,
and I'll
yeah.
say yes. Like it's
Yeah.
not that hard. Just
or, like,
ask.
Just don't take people's clothes.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because I feel like she wouldn't have said that. Like she wouldn't have been like just ask if it hadn't started in the
Yeah.
first place. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I wonder if she took anything other than just clothes. Like,
Yeah, that's a good.
I can't imagine her just taking her clothes.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's definitely used more.
Yeah. That's insane. I can
All right, are we ready for the next one?
Yeah.
All right. This story is called the Stinky Starer.
Stinky
Wait,
stare.
Please
Starer.
yeah, it's spelled.
Okay.
Stinky Starer.
Starer.
Stare.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So, let's call her Melody. The story starts the first week of school. Instead of easing into college life like a normal person, Melody decides to go tubing. Fun, right? Except she doesn't wear a single drop of sunscreen. Not one, and she comes back with sun poisoning on both her legs. I'm talking blistered, swollen, red, angry sun poisoning. Now I'm thinking, oh, that sucks, painful, she'll take care of it. Oh no, she will not. For 5 days straight, the blisters on her legs oozed, and Melody carried around this towel, and I use that word generously, to wipe the liquid off. She didn't wash it, she didn't change it, she didn't even rinse it. By day 3, that thing smelled like someone microwaved a swamp. One day she sits on our rug, and just starts popping the blisters. Popping them.
Oh my god.
Laughing like she's doing a TikTok slime review. I'm sitting there across the room, watching the most horrifying skincare routine ever invented, trying not to scream or combust. But the sun poisoning saga was only act 1. Melody was absolutely hated walking anywhere. If it was a class or the dining hall, she was in our room, always. And if she had to go across campus, she took the Catran, so she wouldn't have to walk the extra 200 feet. Now, because she hated walking so much, she also didn't love showering. And on the rare occasion she did, the entire back of her hair remained untouched, like it was an invisible "do not clean" sign taped to it. She had this one chair, her throne, that she sat in all day. We named it the fart chair because that's what it smelled like. When she wasn't there, I would go at it with Lysol and fabric spray like I was performing an exorcism, and for a few blessed minutes the room would smell normal, but the fart chair always won. And the smell was everywhere. It had roots. And then, my personal favorite nightmare, Melody had a staring problem. If I was doing literally anything in the room, homework, eating, breathing, she would just stare. And not like, oh, I spaced out, but like, I am studying your soul. Including when I was changing. Nothing like making eye contact with your roommate while you're halfway into a pair of jeans to make you reconsider every decision that led you here. Eventually it was September and she moved out. We were free. Birds were singing, lights returned to the earth. But not before the last bit of chaos. As a joke, emphasis on joke, my sweet mates zip-tied her wardrobe shut before she left. We thought she'd snip it off, roll her eyes, whatever. Nope, she marched straight to the RA's office, and I got slapped with a conduct report. I didn't even get a follow-up meeting. It was so minor, honestly. Worth it? My sweet mates were so afraid of interacting with her that they would lock themselves in their room and shove a towel under the door so she couldn't see the light from underneath. The towel was their emotional support. And let's talk about how she felt about guys. Melody hated them, every single one. I had a boyfriend at the time and she wanted me to ask for permission for anyone, literally anyone, to come over. And no matter who I asked, her answer was always no. Eventually, I just stopped asking. Then she'd come back, find someone in the room, and have a full-on tantrum that, like, I had violated a sacred rule. So between the oozing legs, the biohazard towel, and the fart throne, the staring, the power trips, and the tantrums, Melody goes down as the worst roommate I've ever had.
That's crazy.
There's just so much, like,
Yeah, there's
That's so much
so
packed.
layers.
Oh.
I don't even know what to think. Like, I don't like what.
I don't know. It's like,
Huh. That's
Which
kind of
is-
mean though at the sweet names, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah.
I was
agree,
on them,
yeah.
like,
But also, like, I don't know, considering all of the things that had happened, like, she,
but I feel like at that point you're just like, alright, you just go. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you don't want to cause
Yeah.
anything else. So that would be me. But that's crazy.
I'm just, like, in shock.
Someone's like that.
Like, I'm still just going over my head.
There's so much.
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't just like one thing, it was
Like one after another.
yeah.
well, like, for it to start right at the beginning, like, with, like, I don't know, that's just so nasty,
Yeah.
like, the popping, like,
Uncleanliness.
I don't know, she just having, like, a roommate that doesn't take care of themselves, and, like, you having to live with that, you know?
Ugh, now this is making me scared for next semester. Oh Lord.
Alright, story 3, ready? Yeah, this one's called The Litter Lunatic. Ooh,
The litter lunatic?
The Litter Lunatic.
Like litter as in like trash? Or like kitty litter?
Can I just read the word? Yeah, Litt.
Well, is it like kitty litter or like?
You'll see.
Okay.
My junior year of college, I thought I had hit the jackpot with roommates. 4 of us, all seemingly normal, responsible, functional, at least that's how it started. Pretty quickly, one of the girls in our apartment, let's call her Marissa, made it very clear she had rules, systems, a long list of demands, and we tried to follow them. But it all began with a choice. She refused to take out her laundry out of the washer, her clothes out of the dryer, or her dishes out of the dishwasher. Wet, dry, dirty, clean, didn't matter. They lived there, permanently, and if anyone moved them, suddenly we were contaminating her things because she was a germaphobe. Which would have made sense if she didn't leave them everywhere. After nearly a screaming match about it, she escalated the situation in the worst way possible. She adopted 2 stray cats without telling anyone. Meanwhile, I'm standing here with a very real cat allergy, questioning my life choices. Then came the thermostat wars. In the winter, she'd turn the heat off because it was too hot. In the summer, when it was already 80 degrees outside, she cranked the heat up to 73 because it was cold. Nothing made sense, ever. But the true nightmare, the litter box situation. She kept her cat's litter in a tiny acrylic storage bin, like something meant to hold craft supplies, not 2 full-grown cats. The smell was apocalyptic. She'd run her space heater with the window open because she didn't like the smell, which only made the smell travel farther. Soon you could smell the cat poop 3 houses down at the mailbox. One day we caught her outside in December digging up dirt because she didn't want to spend money on litter. Dirt in the winter for 2 cats. By February, we discovered she was throwing their used litter, the toxic stuff, right into the kitchen trash can. Our whole apartment smelled like a biology disaster. And because chaos was her love language, she would do things out of spite whenever she was mad at me. She'd go buy a new plant and plant it right in the living room, or she'd have her boyfriend come over, and the 2 of them would make a whole show, loudly, on the couch, or walking naked to the fridge, because why not add nudity to the mix? There was also the Great Spice Cabinet incident. She grabbed one of my spice containers to make a dry rub for ribs, and when I said, hey, those aren't yours, she immediately claimed they weren't mine. While putting them back into the exact labeled plastic organizer I bought, Then she ran to her boyfriend and told him that I was the devil for not letting her use a little spice. But the final straw was the suitcases. She had 2 giant suitcases stuffed to the brim, sitting in the pantry. Our walk-in pantry, she promised to take them home to California over Christmas break. Spoiler, she did not, and I started getting bruises up and down my legs from tripping over them in the dark. Another roommate admitted she'd been falling over them too. So, one night, I moved the suitcases behind the couch. Not out of the apartment, not thrown away, just relocated. The next morning, I heard this strange sound outside my room, like sand or brown sugar being sprinkled on the floor. I didn't think much of it until I stepped out and saw a weird, wet, sandy-like line under my door. I swept it into the corner to deal with it later. 10 minutes later, it happened again. Harder this time, something being kicked under my door, and I heard someone gripping my door frame so hard the wood actually cracked. I waited, and when the lights went out, I opened the door. It wasn't a line anymore. It was a 2 5-foot pile of clumped, wet, brown, gritty litter shoved under my door. My cookbook from the pantry was shoved under there too, soaked in it. That's when she stormed out of her room, slamming doors like a demon summoned from hell, and screamed at the top of her lungs. If you want a roommate war, we can have a roommate war. I have enough used cat litter to put in front of your door every day, multiple times a day. That was it. Immediate emergency move-in. I had to relocate 2 days before my 21st birthday. But this story does not end on moving day.
Oh my God.
A few days before I was supposed to move back into the same apartment for the next lease term, her boyfriend broke into the apartment through the front window. His excuse, he needed to find the other set of keys, which he had already turned in.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh gosh.
That's like unreal.
Yeah.
That's insanity.
It literally
Like, what? Okay, I was really confused on how she had a boyfriend until that last bit.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh wait, that makes sense.
Yes.
That's also animal abuse, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Like, I have 3 cats of my own.
That is
Like,
insane.
you're gonna get cats. You gotta be able to
Yeah.
pay for them and, you know, figure it out.
Dirt is insane.
Dirt's
In a litter
insane?
box.
The smell?
The fact that also meant that she was saving all of the
Yeah.
used cat
Where
litter
did she
too.
put it? Did she just? That's so nasty.
That's disgusting.
She got it out of the kitchen trash can.
That's crazy.
Smelling it from like 3
Houses.
down is
Oh, I
insane.
could not
Well,
imagine.
like-
I could not imagine.
Living in mine, like, obviously your room's gonna get like gross, especially like if you like have food in there and stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you have to clean the room, but there's some people in my hall who like don't clean the room and you can smell it
I'm like
from
terrified
outside
of
the
my
room.
room smelling.
Yeah.
Like, I'm so scared of that.
Well, and like, and these are obviously extremes, but like,
Yeah.
there's other roommate problems too. Like I know I've had problems with my roommate, but like
Right.
Yeah, me too.
when
Small
when,
ones.
when you like hear stories like this, it's like, wow, like my problems are
so small.
yeah.
I don't even know what I would do if I had like a person like that as my roommate. I would like, that's insane.
And like, you can't even move out because, I mean, a lot of these are probably apartments.
Yeah.
And so, like, you have to stay until your lease is over. Or
Or you're like fine for like the
Yeah.
whole year.
which makes sense because it is like a, but I was like, that's crazy.
Oh my gosh.
The roommate war thing?
Mm-hmm.
That's wild.
And yelling.
I also can't get over the fact that like she would wash her clothes but not want to take them out of the washer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
That's like
dishes.
just
Also, but like, not letting anyone else touch them either.
Like being a germaphobe, like your clothes like.
they're gonna get moldy in there.
gases. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I'd rather have somebody touch my laundry than let it sit in there and mold.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot of crazy things, and I I got so many other crazy stories. But
So, like,
these are just like 3. I got so many responses.
I feel like also that like yelling is like crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like who would ever write yells at people?
Well, and that too, like threatening to use like, and like I know people like now, and like that their roommate has yelled at them before, and like I just can't.
That's just that's not you just don't handle anything like that.
Yeah.
Like that's so wild. I wonder if these people are like only children. I mean that might be like really mean, but like I do wonder. You know.
Like
Or like if they're younger children or whatever.
Yeah. Alright, well. Any more questions or comments? Just if you're gonna
That's
be a
so
roommate,
bizarre.
be respectful to people.
Yeah.
Like ask to use stuff.
Be cleanly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Clean up your mess. And just be a
If
nice
it's
person.
shared space, you know, don't leave your stuff all around or use it in a gross way.
Respecting others' personal space.
Yeah. Be mindful of what you're doing.
Yeah.
Use common sense, please.
Come back next time for some more unfiltered content.